Hi everyone, this reading is for Monday, February 9th, and I'll be using the Ascendant Masters. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the first card. Power of Joy. So when this card comes up, for some people it might mean that you're blissfully happy. And if you are, that's wonderful. But for other people, it tends to mean that you need more joy in your life. And sometimes all that takes is shifting our thoughts. But nobody goes around smiling all day or thinking positive, happy thoughts. Part of this human experience is going through the ups and downs of life. And it's completely natural to have a wonderful day, and then the next day we might struggle and we might feel an immense amount of pain, because pain is one of life's greatest teachers. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't strive to be happy, because life doesn't have to be a continuous struggle where we spend our days worrying, angry, or fearful, or frustrated. Life can be exciting. It's entirely possible to be fulfilled in every area of our lives. It's possible to be content with our finances, our career, our relationships with our partner, and our family and friends. It's possible to be happy with our body and our health, and not just feeling happy in our relationship and then worrying about our finances, or feeling happy and fulfilled with our finances and then struggling in our relationships. No, it's entirely possible to feel fulfilled in every area of our lives at the same time. But in order for that to happen, you might need to make some changes. So the question is, where can you make changes for the better that will result in more happiness in your life? So this might mean saying goodbye to a stressful job, cutting some people out of your life who bring you down, shifting your thoughts by doing affirmations so that you have a more positive outlook on life. And that is probably one of the most important things that you have to do in order to be happy. So even if you have a difficult moment in life, you get through that by understanding that it's going to pass, and that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. So being happy might also mean that you need to spend more time with family and friends, people who love you. Or you might need to make more time for yourself so that you can focus on your hobbies, pursuing your dreams, because happiness is a choice. And we're not going to be happy all the time, but it's entirely possible to experience more fulfillment and greater joy. And that is what the Ascendant Masters are trying to get you to focus on. And the next card is Fertility. So fertility to me is all about birth. It's about new beginnings. And I feel that this card is trying to tell you that right now is the perfect time for you to bring some new energy into your life. For those of you who are maybe wanting to have a new beginning, now is the perfect time to focus on that. So if you're trying to transition to a new job, if you want to start dating again after a breakup, if you are considering entering into a relationship with someone, whatever it is that you want to do, if it's a new hobby, if you're thinking about moving to a new location, now is the time to begin planting those seeds. So I feel that this card sort of suggests that Spirit has opened a door for you. And if you walk through that door right now, you're more than likely to experience more success and more happiness in your life than if you were to wait, or if you were to not do it at all. And finally, we have Focus on Your Strengths. And we did have this card before the last time that we used this deck. And immediately I'm drawn to the gold and the yellow color, which represents the solar plexus chakra. And the solar plexus chakra governs how we feel about ourselves. It governs our fears and our personal strengths. And if you're seeing this card, maybe you need to work on your solar plexus chakra and clearing away all of this negative energy within that chakra. And that will also help to remove all of these limiting beliefs that you have about yourself. Maybe you're thinking that you're not smart enough to accomplish your dreams. You're just thinking that you're lacking in some way, that you're not good enough. And this is a sign that you need to work on your confidence. And when you're trying to focus on a goal, don't look at how far you have to go. Focus more on how far you've come. And celebrate your accomplishments and recognize your achievements. And I also think that whenever you are presented with a challenging situation, an obstacle in your life, you need to think about the challenges that you faced before in life. For example, sometimes when we lose a loved one, or we experience a breakup, or we lose a job, or we have some other unforeseen misfortune that completely comes into our lives and devastate us, we just start to believe that there's no way that we can get through it. I think that situations like that, sometimes they're meant to show us our inner strength, because we don't realize how powerful we are, because we're doubting ourselves all the time. And then when you finally get over this person, you're thinking, wow, I never thought that I would get over him because I just love him so much. But somehow, some way, you find the strength to keep going. And that is because you're much stronger than you think. And that is what this card is trying to remind you of. And I know that there are some of my viewers who have gone through some really difficult moments in their lives, but they've proven to themselves that they can do it. And that is what Apollo wants to remind you of. So again, just understand that you will be okay no matter what comes your way, no matter what situation that you're presented with. We're always stronger than we think we are, so don't underestimate yourself. Alright everyone, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.